driver lineup. Looks like we got Serving Cone on the pole with the 13 truck. See who we got on the outside pole. Looks like God Power with second with a 33 truck. Brute Gordon, third. D4C Patriot, fourth. With Treasure, sixth. 824 and 7. I would take ninth has got the gamer. So far, so good as they come off in turn one. That inside line got a big jump on the outside. It's 13 jumps over there. It's a gap here. Should prove it.
Yeah, I thought it was going to get a little hairy there for a minute. It looked like we were about 3 wide back here for about 12th and 13th, but it looks like they got it all settled down back to 2 wide, and no access there, looking real good.
Like a 6-truck breakaway, and then a few spots back, and you see the two trucks trying to break away from that third pack. You know what I'm noticing though, Knights, we were talking about that outside line. It's like they're avoiding the bumps in 1 and 2, trying to stay high, then going back to the bottom of 3 and 4.
Yeah, I give them credit. They're trying to get it to work early. You know, the earlier they get it to work, the better they may be. You know, give them a lot of the race to try to figure out exactly how they need to run that line.
Gotcha.
If you can get your truck set up to run up there, I mean, you can make some time.
Got our outside second place start. The 33 truck of God Power, riding along with him now, checking, see how he's doing after the. Looked like he got up in the wall in turn 2 or turn 3 early on in this race. No damage on his truck though, and hanging on pretty tight. Don't seem like he's sucking up in the draft as much as he would like, but his truck looks good though.
Yeah, really impressed about how everybody's running right now. Everybody's seems to be going really patient right now. You know, it looks like they just want to get out here and log some laps early.
That's what you got to do in these races, man. You gotta show patience. These truck races are 100% races. They got a lot of time to make up ground. Granted, you do have the stages. Ooh, look like the 2 truck of Outlaw got up in the wall off the exit of 4.
Yeah, he did.
Solid racing though, man. Back here in this back of the pack here. 74 lap guy.
Yeah.
8 truck. Able to hang on to it.
Yeah, seems to look like. I mean, I've seen a couple of guys look like they get up toward the wall, maybe touch the wall, look like they get a little loose. But so far, everybody's been able to grab it. As it looks like we got a battle for the lead.
Yep, I just switched over to the lead here, and looks like that 02 truck's got places to be. Oh, they're 3 wide for the lead.
3 wide.
They're hanging on to it. 38 looks like the 02 in the sick middle. Redneck man trying to make something happen here. Solid race for the lead there.
Yeah, we got, looks like, 6 or 7 cars or trucks under a blanket right now.
Wonder if that's going to help that second pack catch them here. They're lined up bumper to bumper. It just might be 2 trucks, but they could be turning better lap times still.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, anytime you get 2 cars or trucks lined up together, if you got a bunch of them in front of them all gaggled up and, you know, taking air off each other, taking speed away, the 2 behind them will definitely make some ground.
A 38 truck held strong on that inside line for a few laps, but that outside just prevailed down the backstretch with 02 and Redneck Man to the point. Ran out of breath there. Redneck Man to the point.
I can tell you, behind those 2 trucks that are lined up, we got another 4 or 5 trucks that looked like they were trying to get lined up together.
Ooh, the 13
I know we're not at
problems.
Daytona or Talladega, but that draft really does take effect here also.
As you say that, I hit the cycle button here, went back to the 33, trying to change up the camera angle for the front pack, and like Juggernaut may have came up and got into the 33 and put him up in the wall pretty heavy. Looks like he might have some outside damage now. As I say that, I'm going to try to cycle back around to the leaders.
I was going to say, this seems to be one of those races where you don't want to get hardly any damage at all, especially early right here, because these guys are being really clean. And they look like they have no plans of a caution coming out until the stage is over. So you definitely don't want to get up and get into the wall, get any kind of damage, that will slow you down. You definitely do not want to go laps down. If you're going to go green here, you don't want to go lap down.
The 7 got hit by the apron. He hung on to it. Nope. That's definitely going to be a troublesome for that lead pack. Got the truck around. That's probably going to be a caution here, man. I think we jinxed them there, Knights.
Yeah, we may have. There's still more trouble behind them even further. Still no caution, though.
Oh, that's unfortunate for the 38. 38 got heavy right side damage.
Yeah, it is now out. Caution is on the speedway.
Looks like the 33 collected some more damage to add on to what he had. The 78 got some damage off of that. 40 might have got a little bit of damage.
Yeah, that seems to be that jinx that you see on TV all the time, too. So when you start talking good about some guys and talking about no caution, there it is. It seems to never fail.
51 and Mets fan is on pit road currently. Looks like he is done for the night. Might have had a blown engine there. 87 looked like he's plowed into somebody head on. His front nose is caved in pretty heavy. Seven truck was trying to get down on the inside of the 13 through the front stretch there, and the apron transition kicked his truck sideways and got off in the grass and made it pretty tough for him to keep that truck under control, and came back up and collected a couple. Knights, they got a pit stop in now. That means they got to put the setups in, and maybe some of these guys that fell back early in the race are able to get their setups in and make a charge towards the front.
Yeah, I'm curious to see how the racing is going to be right here. We went pretty much halfway through this first stage there with them under their pretty much default type settings. So they all come in, made their adjustments. Looks like we're going to have about 13, 14 to go here at the end of stage 1. So definitely are good on fuel. So we'll see what we get here. So these guys racing for some stage points, and every point counts in this truck series. So we'll see what happens.
That was a decent little green flag run by the guys. I got to give them props on that. Getting ready to go green here as the 0-2 of Redneck Man takes us to the restart box.
Big shove out of the 3 on the bottom there.
Yeah, he had a good shot by the 3 there. Who is that in the 3 truck? Knights, do you have an eye on him?
No, I believe that is Keystone guy.
Yep, I see it now. It is Keystone. Keystone up to second. Yep. That's another one we overlooked in the pre-race picks. Knights, Keystone guy. All winter season long, he was up there top 3 battling for the win every week. He's improved tremendous over the last couple of years on the track.
Yeah, I watched him. I went back and watched the replay y'all had of that truck race that God Power won, and that was a heck of a finish between God Power and Keystone during that race.
Yeah, man, that was
came out of nowhere there.
I believe that was the closest finish the truck series ever had too. That was really cool to see, especially coming from Bristol. That's made for an exciting finish. Much like the initial restart of the race, everybody's keeping it green, keeping it smooth, and no issues. The only difference is that 02 truck is trying to check out on this field.
Yes, he is. That's exactly what I was getting ready to say. It looked like he was trying to pull away. Looks like he's pulling away just a little bit every lap. And we have a caution on the track.
It's weird. I didn't see no issues, man. I seen one truck up in the wall, but not enough to bring out a caution. I didn't see.
I'm not sure what happened there. It was
we got a couple.
It was definitely behind the top 10.
Yeah, it looks like the 16 and the 22 might have got together. They're way behind pace now. Who do we got in the 16 and 22 tonight? Knights?
16 we got Zeta Prime. And the 22 we got... I really don't know how to pronounce that name. We're going to say Ghana.
It's actually three words there. It's Ghana on Ja, like Ghana owns you.
Gotcha.
You just got it.
I just did not want to butcher that name right there.
All right, so 2 cautions in the books. We got the stage caution coming up here in about, what, 7 or 8 laps?
Yes, it looks like the 02 pitted. Looks like we had a few stay out. 02 of Redneck Man is not the leader no more.
We got Tar Heel with the lead. 4 truck. Try to cycle around to him here. It's like the 7. Who is that in the 7? I'm trying to find his name. I'm not finding it on my list here.
7. I've got it right here.
I had a hard time finding it myself, man.
Ingalls is what it looks like.
Ingle. Is what I'm saying. I don't know if it's
Ingalls. There we go.
Ingles. I have to get with him after the race and see what he calls himself. I haven't actually raced with Ingles before, so I don't know how well he's going to do or not. So I guess we're going to find out as they're coming to the restart box once again. Tar Heel taking them to the jump.
Yeah.
Maybe a decent little strategy call by Tar Heel here to get some stage points. And outside line got a lot better jump than the last 2 restarts we've seen. '88 trying to get by that 4 truck early here. I don't think he's going to prevail just yet. He's looking low on him. Might have gave him a little touch. Kept it out the wall. Good save by the 4 truck. Dead heat battle at the line. The 88 will lead that lap. These guys have got a good race on their hands. They're getting. You can tell things are heating up for this stage.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, big wreck. Oh, maybe a leg.
Big wreck.
Yep, big wreck.
Oh, big wreck. Oh, another one hard into the wall. Oh, Lord. Outlaws in it. There is at least 10 to 15 trucks in that. That was a big wreck.
Yeah, it looked like a lag might have caused that one there. I was looking, from my point of view, it looked like a truck just dead stopped in the middle of the track and surged back forward just some and collected a couple extra in that surge. Hopefully they'll have him take a 4-tire stop and fall to the rear.
It was one that hit the wall really hard, and I want to say it was the 20th snag. Looked like he hit the wall extremely hard.
Looks like we got WT Racing in the 88 with the lead coming to the closing laps of the stage with Tar Heel second. Should most likely restart the same way here. I don't see them guys taking a pit stop now after staying out that last one.
Yeah, we should be close. We had about 7-8 laps left at the end of that stage right there when that caution came out, so we should be really, really close here. We are going to restart with a green-white checker here to end stage 1.
All right, so this is going to be a dead heat battle going to the line then. I tell you what, that Tar Heel needs to make sure he times his jump right and battles up strong on the outside. I think he could, if he can get a good start, stay door to door to the 88, pinch him down low a little bit, he'll have a good run down the backstretch and have him clear by turn 3. He's got some good help from 38 behind him.
He does, but you also got that 33 there in the third, God Power there. God Power seems to be really quick.
Oh yeah, he's got his setup in now. You can tell the big difference from the start of the race till now on speed from that 33. So we'll see if he can make a little shake and bake happen and come away with that stage win as well. See what, the 88 or 4 slip up, he's going to feel that gap.
Oh, absolutely.
Here we go, going green. Looks like the 88 got a good jump on the 4. 4 might have been sleeping some.
Looks like the 33 is going to fill that gap as well. He probably should have a run to clear for second here, coming off of 2.
If he keeps it together here, he might get a good run down the straight and be able to get on the inside or outside of that 88, make a run happen.
He absolutely did. And that third place machine also cleared the outside line.
So he should be coming around for the white flag for stage 1. 33
got to run on the outside.
Jumping back down low.
Back low.
88 blocks. There's nothing there for him. He's trying.
Here we go.
He goes. Got a good run on the outside. That's what I was telling you. If he keep him down low in turn 1, he still has a bumper on him. He's got some help from behind with the 13 truck. 88 all by himself on the inside. It's going to be a
dead heat here.
Hard battle to the line, and looks like we might have a caution.
Yep, caution is out.
Caution's out.
Two truck of outlaws around.
Oh man, that killed that run by the 33. He was just about to get by that 88, and that's going to lock in stage 1 with the 88 with the win. 33 for second, the 13 third, 4 is Tar Heel, and the 21 Dukes coming up top 5 for stage 1. That was a I got you, Sammy. That was a good little battle going on there for the top spot the Knights. What you think about that?
Yeah, I would have liked to seen how it would have. I would have liked to have seen how it would have came down there to the line. I think the 33 was going to have something for him right there coming off the 4. I really do. That 33 looks like it was really hooked up right now.
Oh yeah, man, he definitely was showing some strong speed on that outside. It looked good going on turn 3 too. It looked like he might have been able to maintain that high side coming off turn 4 and had a drag race to the line. I'd have been interested to see if that 13 would have made it 3 wide or not. You know.
I think we've got a huge strategy call going on here with pitting here after this first stage has ended. It looks like the 88 there won that stage. May restart somewhere around 7th or 8th.
Oh, we got a truck lag out there. But possibly the 33.
But I have a feeling.
Not the 33.
I have a feeling that 88 truck, that from Watt, that is Watt Racing 21. Am I correct?
We're lining up single file here. Knights, are we pacing this stage out, or are they going to single file restart?
No, we are in stage 2 right now.
Okay, I guess we're going to go single file restarts. There will be no green, white, checkered at the end of this race. If we get a caution with under 2 laps to go, that will end the race.
Yeah, here we're going green here.
The single file restart, guys, they have to maintain pace until the start-finish line. Everybody has to wait until they touch the line before they can go. That's an individual touching of the line, by the way. That's not when the leader goes. It's you have to wait until you touch it. So that's going to create some massive separation from the start to last. As you see now, that's about the length of the backstretch and maybe a little bit more from first to last. This is looking to be a long green flag run here. Kind of surprised we. I got you loud and clear there, Sammy. Kind of surprised we went single file that quick. I didn't see any modified restarts. Normally, we'll go into a modified before a single, and that'll put them 2 wide, but they still have to wait till the start-finish line before they go.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. I don't remember ever seeing the modified restarts there.
Yeah, I was interested to see that play out that way, but hey, maybe they seen something that we didn't, and they felt best for the race if everybody just lines up single file and go. Tell you what, that 19 is really pushing on the back of that 87 truck. Who do we got up front here? Knights. We got the 87 and the 19 is Zachary Jason. I know that, but
87 is Shadow Grim.
my dark horse.
Yeah,
Told you.
yeah, he's a good racer.
Oh yeah, man. Shadow's an excellent driver.
Yeah. Looks like
say that though. It looks like Zachary's he's wanting that lead. He's going to try to take it from that 87 from outside. Something about Zachary Jason, man. You get him up front, top three, he's going to definitely go for that lead. He don't like sitting in second, third, fourth. Man, he just goes for it as soon as he can. He feels better out front, and that's what he's going to try to get there. Looks like he's got.
I think we have a new race leader.
How many laps we got in stage 2 here, Knights?
Just 27, same way it was with the Xfinity Series last week. Stage 2 is a little bit shorter than Stage 1. So Stage 1 tonight was 30 laps, Stage 2 is 27.
I'm going to keep my eye on this 88 truck with what raced again. I've raced with him before, and he's really fast on these kind of tracks.
Guys, we're going to take a crank it up moment here. We're going to ride along with the 87, and let's listen to how he gets around this track for a lap. Very interesting point of view from the 87 there. How he's dedicated to the inside line. He didn't want anything to do with drafting that 19 through the corners. And she heard the motor get pretty wound up going into the corner, but it seems like it's either bogging down or he's letting off the throttle just a little bit for center to maintain that lane. And so far, it looks like it's paying off for him. He's being pretty consistent with it and staying down low on the 19, looking for the lead again. 2 by 2. By 2.
Yeah, it looks really well, but what I saw right there, that 19 has got that outside line going really good. Oh, and we got a little bit of trouble back in the back. Outlaw kind of trying to save it here coming out of 2. He's got her on the apron. He's got her gathered up. I think we're gonna stay green here.
I believe
that was
the 22,
a big call.
I believe the 22 truck is not happy with the 16. Way I see, what I looked at a while ago.
Speaking of people not being happy, Sammy, that 87, I don't think was too pleased with that 02 helping that 19. He cleared them and pushed the 19 to the front. So the 20 truck, I'm sorry. D4C snagged to the point. He was my favorite for the win here. But yeah, he pushed the 19 out around the 87, and as soon as he got cleared, the 87 came up and gave him a shot in the bumper there. But apparently the 20 truck had places to go because he's out front now. D4C snag getting it done.
I see there's 2 trucks. I think they're going to hook up with 87, and they're going to blow by these 2 guys here in a minute once they get hooked up. Actually, it's a 3-car or 3-truck, you know, and I think they're going to work together and get past the 20 and the 19 here.
I'd like to see there what they could do. You know, I'm just going to say the 20 there, that was really impressive. That 87 has worked and worked and worked and worked to get around that 19 and never could. And here come the 20 and just blew right past the both of them.
Well, you know what, Knights? Didn't the 19 and the 87 stay out on the cautions, and that's how they obtained the
Yeah,
win?
we had We had a few of them. Like I said, I think we had about 6 or 7 stay out after the end of stage 1. Didn't get an exact number on every one of them, but yeah, the 19 and the 87 absolutely were 2 of them that stayed out.
I'm wondering if we're seeing some tire wear factor coming in here, and maybe the 20 truck's got a lot fresher tires than the 19 and 87. Because right now he's pulling away from these guys and looking.
Yes, he is.
Strong. That draft is not playing a good effect right now. These guys are going to have to stay in line and push each other if they're going to keep up the 20 at the moment.
Well, I know when we hit the stripe here, there'll be 13 to go left here in stage 2.
It looked like the 51. I'm not sure who drives that. I think he blew his motor early.
Yeah, we noticed that earlier. Shane is a Mets fan. Looks like he caught it an early night tonight.
Oh, man. And that's rough. He's one of my teammates. But that's a rough day. Maybe he'll get his stuff together and show up for next week and have a top 5, top 10 finish.
Guess who's up to second now? It's Red Line Racing, 1-2. D4C snag and God Power 1-2 on the track. That 33 came right up on that 20. No time.
Well, we got somebody on pit road.
No, he was trying to, and he ran. He wrecked it.
Not sure who that is.
Who we got back there in third place, guys? You got an eye on him yet? That looks like the 21. It is. That's a 1-2-3.
No.
Is that Redneck Man?
Running,
It's Redneck Man, the
he's
02
running
third.
fifth.
Oh, we got another truck come pit road. From the lead pack.
I wonder, Brandon, if this is the guys who stayed out from stage 1. They're not going to be able to have the fuel to make it to the end of stage 2. They may have been banking on caution, and they're not going to get it.
It's not looking too good for him at the moment, that's for sure. Now, if a caution comes out right now, while they're on pit road before they go a lap down, that'll pay off for them. But if it stays green the rest of this way, it looks like the 20 and the 33 is going to have a heck of a battle.
Looks like
we definitely got him spread out now.
It is fading back just a little, or he's in fuel conservation mode.
Yeah, I think he was one of them that stayed out, actually. Pretty sure the 21 at Dukes there restarted 5th or 6th there to start stage 2, so he could be trying to save a little fuel there.
I don't mean to interrupt you. Just looking back on the leaders here, and the 19 came into the frame, and the left front damage there kind of surprised me.
The 98 is coming down pit road.
Sammy, with these leaders being teammates, man, do you expect the 33 to push the issue to the line for stage 2 win? Do you think he's just going to push that teammate snag up to the front here and just settle in 1-2?
I think he's going to be conservative. I think he's just going to wait till the final stage before he decides to do anything. You know, he's just going to sit there and just ride.
They definitely, at the moment, are pulling away from the pack. Second group in line here. Looks like we got another truck coming down pit road. Maybe Redneck Man coming in pit. But don't look as if they're really working together so much as they are just trying to stay 1-2. 33, he runs the low line with the 20. He's kind of sticking it middle to high. And I don't know if that's directly by design on different runs, different pushes, or as you see here, you know, 33 stayed high, the 20 dropped down low.
Right.
Yeah, 33 get a better push down the straight, staying up high, has that momentum to the bumper of that 20 and give him a little bit of a sub.
I'll tell you, we had Zeta Prime and Outlaws, 2 more that just came down pit road. We've had a number of people come on to pit road here. And
33 is going to have a big run down the backstretch. He's looking low. I don't mean to interrupt you. You like the 20?
Yeah,
you're
fine. 80.
20's coming to pit road from the lead. Is he? Yes, he's coming to the pit road.
87's got some damage on the right side. He popped the wall there. He got her a little loose and popped the wall there. I mean,
got the 7 truck.
Is it just me, or did it look like the 20 might have been sputtering there on fuel a little bit coming in?
It looked that way, but I'm a little confused now. We got the 7 truck.
We got cars. We got trucks wrecking. I'm sorry to introduce or yeah.
Yep,
Oh, we've
got
got a
Redneck Man, the
caution,
3.
yeah.
Oh, the 2-car of Outlaw just rammed in the back of the 3 truck. They're going to have heavy damage on the front. 22. got the
87.
This is gonna.
Sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine. I was just gonna say this is gonna be very interesting to see who has not pit, who's a lap down right here. Looks like we've got the top 9 is on the lead lap. Everybody from 10th on back is at least 1 lap down. Looks like we're gonna have the 24 of I Will Attack be the lucky dog here. But we're gonna have guys like Shadow Grim a lap down. They just went away from that. What number of guys a lap down?
I'm kind of surprised to see a caution
Outlaw.
between the Keystone guy and Redneck Man, the 02 and the 3. Surprised those guys got together and brought out the caution there. That's just a little different.
Well,
Got the 8 truck on
what
pit
had
right now.
happened? What had happened was the 87 went 4 wide, and there was 4 wide going into the triangle, and one car came down on him and went across the grass, and then came back up the track, and I think that's what collected why the 3 and the 02 got together.
The Knights, I'm going to have to lean on you here a little bit. Kind of give me a lap counter on stage 2. It looks like we got a big shuffle in the lineup.
Yeah, we do. As soon as Outlaw changes his meter here, I'll be able to let you know, or when we get to the line here.
So we got the 74
I know
up front,
I know-
followed by the 18 and 21 of Duke's. 1, 2, 3.
Got the
Nice.
3
So we-
dropping.
we-
You got
we
the
only
13
have-
dropping back.
We only have 10 trucks on the lead lap. I can tell you that. So this is going to be curious to see with that 11th, 12th, and 13th place trucks. They're going to be fighting for that free pass.
Well, that's good from my point of view for Red Line Racing as a team owner there, because all 3 of my trucks are that's being scored on the track right now are into the top 10. So it's good for them.
Well, I'm going to take my. Oh, go ahead.
Green, white checkered, by the way, for stage 2, just like stage 1.
All right, let's see what we can get done here. We got a 74 of I think that's BB Juggernaut in the lead, followed by the 18 of who I'm not real certain of.
That is Dooman.
Man, making a hard charge on the outside already.
Oh,
He's got some
Yeah.
solid help behind him.
with the 21, right? Yeah, right behind him. They're getting
They're
ready
3
to make
wide.
it 3, 4 wide here.
Oh,
Oh,
I seen
big
that one
red,
coming.
big red.
I seen
That will end stage 2.
Oh,
That was just a hard battle for the line there, man, for the lead, and not sure exactly what happened. But I know the 74 didn't give the 33 a whole lot of room through the triangle, and maybe got the 33 a little loose on the bottom, trying to keep it off of him, and possibly came up and got into him. But that collected all 4 of the leaders there. I'm going to assume
Right.
the 74 still had the lead there. Maybe the 18 was able to stick it out before the caution came out, but a lot of damage trucks
Yes,
off
I
of that
believe.
caution there.
I believe so. And the free pass here is going to be Sparky 1
Can you see the
for
lead?
that 41 truck.
Because it looks like the 21 has the lead on the track, followed by the 40 and the 20. So that might be your top 3 finishers for stage 2.
looks like the 40 and the 13 is the front row.
Who's got that 40? That'd be OPC Patriot. I'm going to restart the leader here.
We got one car going to the back where he's got some electrical issues.
Who's that? That is your pole sitter. That is serving cone.
Carolina
Going
Nut.
slow on the track.
Heck of a sponsor.
But going back to that last caution, I think that could have really been prevented. You know, it's always into stage 2, but why not settle for a second place or a third place? And when it really matters is that last stage. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, if you look at it that way per race, that's you're right. But by the end of the year, these stage points are going to really rack up, and it's going to play a major factor in the chase. And so it's definitely a lot to race for.
Oh,
I do
yeah.
agree, though.
Oh,
I
yeah.
do agree. I'd much rather settle for a third stage and have a clean truck than go up there and make it 4 wide.
And Rex may not get no points, I mean, it's. But,
Well, here we go. Here we go, guys. We are back under green, and we are restarting with 71 laps to go left here in the race tonight.
Okay, well, the 13 truck, he went back here. I think he has a little bit of lag issue. Maybe that was the case. Maybe that was why he started in the back. It may not be.
I know. Your battle up here for the lead at the moment. I know it's already just completed lap one. So we start. Mr. Snag, he's got a heck of a truck underneath him, and he's pretty quick.
Yeah, that truck has looked really good all night.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing. Knights have got him. That 20 truck, he wants to go.
Look for that slide job coming down here in turn 3. The 20 truck's going to drive it in deep, try to get out in front of him. Can't quite get it done. The 40 hanging on strong on the outside. Now we got the 18 in the picture. Looks like he's going to stay high, maybe help push that 40 around the 20. Oh, he changed his mind last moment. He's coming to the inside. Looks like D4C is going to have some help from behind down the backstretch here. He's going to need it if he's going to counter that run by the 40 from the outside. Not enough to settle.
Yeah, once again, that outside looking really strong coming off. That's something I touched on before this race started. Somebody gets on that outside. They're going to pinch that driver down on the inside. It's going to be hard to complete that run, complete that pass.
I've seen a little bit of 3 wide action in the back of the field. I don't know if that's going to cause an issue or not. It looks like a little bit of a bobble up in the back there. But as I say that, it looks like the 20 going to have some issue there. Going through turn 2.
Yeah, I think he got up in the wall. Maybe got a little help, and got put in the outside retaining wall. But it's a heck of a battle back here. Probably, well, I don't know, right about third on back.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. Top 5, everybody 6th on back is really wanting in that top 5. Heavy battle is a target.
Yeah, they're making
the wall a little bit there.
Got the 24 making a big move right there. From the high side to the inside.
Ooh, the 20 drove it in deep on the side. Could have been ugly.
He drove that in quick. He wanted that position bad.
You got 6 other guys on the bunker behind you here. I mean, it's time to go, I guess, but still a long race.
Yeah, we still got 66 to go, so I believe we've got at least 2 more pit stops, I'm going to say.
I'm going to ride along with the 38. Can you tell me who's in 38 or not?
Sir.
That's who I've been riding along with. Got him. He's been doing good. I'll move off with the driver. We'll go to the front of the field. Looks like we're going to have the race to lead here between the 40 and the 21. Is that correct?
Looks like we got old Abe in the 38.
Abraham.
Yeah.
Abraham. Just outside the top 5. Looking in, though. He looks like he's got a pretty solid truck.
Here comes Snag.
We got another truck in the
Well, we got one in the
target.
grass.
Like he's going to try really hard to keep it down, though. He's on the brake and slowing it down, keeping it on the track. Good move by him. Well, another truck on the apron. So he can really hold it down. It looks like so. Good job on the recovery, guys. Heads up driving by the guys who made the small mistakes there. So we got us a pretty good
wonder. I'm starting to wonder if some of these guys maybe have got their trucks a little too loose after some of these pit stops. Or maybe they're a little too tight back in the back of the pack. They found their way to the front and now realizing these trucks are just a little bit too loose.
Yep, that's a good possibility. I tell you what, guys, I know y'all probably sick of hearing it, but Red Line Racing is looking really good tonight.
Oh, bud, you brag on them anytime you can. When you got trucks that are running that good, you want to let people know.
Who is that in the 40?
Yeah, definitely.
nights. He's been to the front. I haven't quite caught his name yet.
40 truck, we've got, I had that just a second ago. That's OPC Patriot.
OPC Patriot getting it done. Looking real strong.
He's looking to break up. He's looking to break up that 1-2 red line race in there.
He's going to have a lot on his hands to do it, though.
Is he a new racer in D4C?
He is a rookie this year. He's participated in quite a few of the winter season races, and I believe he came from a YouTube viewer. He reached out to us from watching our races and wanted to be part of it. And as always, D4C, we try to keep an open arms for anybody who's looking for some good racing, and we give him a try out. He passed with flying colors on the tryout, so here he is. He's sitting third. And
yeah, he's sitting in a good position right now, being smart about it.
Yeah, definitely been.
Yeah,
and
it
he's
probably
not
wouldn't be the
pushing
worst thing in the world. It probably wouldn't be the worst thing in the world for him to just ride behind these two and maybe see if you could get strung out a little bit here.
That'd be a good plan,
Because,
but it don't look like those two are really trying to ride it out at this point.
No, looks like Doom Man may just be sitting right there ready to be patient, but then you look back there and it's like 5th, 6th, and 7th. They got a 3-car train there. Looks like they're trying to do what they can do to catch back up to the top 4.
These top 4 being battling like they are, they're not going to have any problem at all catching if they just line up and ride.
Looks like we're about single file back through there after you get to these top 4. Looks like they've all decided, hey, we can't race for the win. We're back here racing with each other. Let's see if we can get back to the front.
I'll tell you what, man, if you hook that outside, magnificent save.
Good save.
Magnificent save by snagging OPC there, man. That's real good heads up driving by the 40. I don't know what happened with the 20 getting down to turn 1, but looked like he might have grabbed the apron, turned in a little too early, but amazing save. Didn't even lose that much time. That's hands of the race award right there, if you ask me. As we got a
that's what I was getting ready to say.
On the front stretch here.
Yep, caution is out.
Do we know what happened? Was there a little debris?
It looked like there was a truck got out of shape coming through 3 and 4 and couldn't quite hold it. He had a truck on his outside and collected him. Not sure if it's the 19 or the 88, one of the two for sure, but the 19 got heavy damage. So either he hit somebody or he got hit one. Those of that truck is looking pretty nasty.
Well, I foresee everybody pitting right here. We were getting toward the end of that run there. I'd say we were within about 10, 11 laps there, pit stops anyway. So we got about 58 to go right here. So still going to leave us for 2 pit stops after, or 1 more pit stop after this, I would think.
I tell you, we got the 22 leaving pit road. That might have been the smartest thing. Maybe not.
Good timing, that's for sure. He's on the real pit.
Oh, we got a truck that's the 19 truck is on pit road with the 13. I don't.
We got
I
God
don't know
Power
what happened to the 19.
tuning into the stream here. We're going to bring him up in the booth. He lagged out of the race. Unfortunate for him, but we're going to get him in here, and he can tell us a little bit more about the race and how things are going on the track. Going to give us a little insight of here on my friends list.
Absolutely. It's a tough break though. Had a really strong truck tonight.
Oh yeah, man. After he got that setup in, man, he was lightning fast.
Yeah, I was waiting to see him up there. We had the other 2 red line racing trucks up there. I was waiting for him to be up there with them.
I'll tell you what, them boys has got a lot of work to do if they're going to try to beat that 20 and 21, because those two are seemingly class of the field.
We got one going down pit road. Couldn't tell who that was.
God Power, if you're still watching, if you would shoot me a message on Xbox, man, I'm not seeing your gamer tag on my friends list for some reason. I want to get you
going
green,
the 19 is coming down pit road. I don't know if he had an issue or what,
That's another tough break at 19. Zachary Jason been running pretty good tonight. Is it the 21 we got looking for the lead, I believe?
I believe so. Welcome to the booth, God Power.
Be sure to add the audio.
Yep. Thank you.
Buddy, your truck looked really strong out there, man. We're going to give you a mid-race interview here. That 33 was looking mighty impressive when he was up front there.
Yeah,
We got a
he's blistering fast car. He really upsets me. I like out there, but
I'll tell you what, man, your teammates are looking pretty strong. Old Snag and Hoops, they've been battling for the lead pretty much this whole second half of the race.
Oh, we got a caution on Speedway.
I've been watching them. I just come from a party with my teammate there, so yeah. I mean, I'm the one that supplied him with the setup, so
There you go.
I have no doubt in my mind that it's a winning truck. Just looking forward to seeing my teammates
tonight,
hopefully get the win.
Seems like these guys are doing a lot better than last week, from my point of view. I don't know what you're seeing.
Much better. Much better.
It's crazy what happens when you tell them they ain't gonna be able to race if they keep it up, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry that the performance last week was the way it was, man. That's uncharacteristic for any D4C race, in my opinion, man. That's just we don't typically have a race with that many cautions. So hopefully that was a one-off deal and we pull it back together.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, I like the single file starts. I wish we could do that just on a normal basis, but
I think the 19 on this restart again, I think he got some more damage. He was in the wall, maybe the radiator, but, hey, God Power, let me ask you a question. Do you think the new practice thing that was mandatory, do you think that might have made him, simmer down a little bit and actually get the car, under control and
I mean,
helped out?
in my honest opinion, it's not really going to help anybody out because there's nobody taking the time. They're just going off a preset. So there's nobody really putting in setups and putting in times. Like, it's just that first stage, it was pretty good, but after that, it started falling off a little bit.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I guess what he's trying to ask you there, God Power, if you think that the practice photos and telling everybody to post them and, make sure they're doing the practice, if you think that benefited this race any versus last week when guys more than likely did not practice and just came in and raced.
Well, you gotta look at it this way too. Atlanta's a pretty big drifting track. You're full throttle the entire time.
Right.
It's this track. It takes a little bit more skill with the bumps and everything in 1 and 2. So I don't really think that it was the practice itself that messed everything up last week. It was just the track.
I'll tell you
The
this.
19 truck has
He's out for the
DNF.
count now. Yep. Ooh, hard in the wall. Somebody on the back stretch. Got another one down on the apron. Hit it hard. Inside wall. One on the outside wall. Another on the outside wall.
Yeah, we got them everywhere. Caution is out.
Tell you what, though, speaking of it being the track and everything, it's easy to fall on that. The track being the deciding factor on caution count and everything. But at the end of the day, it falls back on the drivers, and how they run it. And I think it's safe to make a comparison at this point between the trucks and Xfinity's races at Atlanta, and then you watch the Cup Series guys. They only have one caution from start to finish. And it's all about how you approach it, you know, and knowing what to expect and how to handle your car appropriately for the draft and the track.
Yeah. That first stage actually, me and both my teammates there, Aaron, we were on stable one. We knew we weren't going to be as fast as everybody, so we just stuck to the outside and just fell back.
Now, did you know
After that,
what preset the 20 may have been driving? I know y'all hadn't been teammates very long, but
I'm not really sure. I'm pretty sure he was on 4 or 5.
Mm-hmm. He looked pretty strong on stage 1, you know, rushing from the drops. So he hadn't really fell off any either, though. He's having a tough time getting around that 21, no doubt. But he's top 3. The 2 drivers there putting on a good show for us up here in the booth as far as the battle for the lead goes. But you can't leave out do, man. You know, 18 trucks. He's been hanging right there behind him. The 40 of OPC Patriot. All 4 of those are definitely putting on a good show up here in the booth for us tonight.
Absolutely. I'm kind of psyched with the old Lady Dukes out there leading this race. You know, he pre-race pick here from yours truly, making me look pretty good on that pick. See if he can keep up with that.
Well, I tell you what, that pick is a really good one, and if you didn't pick him, I might have picked him myself. But I'm sticking with old Snag still, man. I think Snag's going to get something done and make a last lap pass for that win.
Absolutely. I mean, we got our picks running 1-2 right now. I mean,
that's
the position you be in right now. And we got Dukes. Dukes going to lose the lead here. Snag got a great restart.
Keep it down there, 24. We got to check up some time.
That may have been the best restart I have seen all night from somebody not leading the race.
It's going to shuffle Dukes to the outside, but Dukes fighting back. Good run through the center of the corner. He should have a good run down the straight here, too. He might beat him to the line. Ooh, by a door. 20 still had the lead at that lap.
Curious to see how that third place truck, you know, where he decides to go. Looks like he's going to try to make it 3 wide. Oh.
Give him some room, fellas. Give him some room. Oh, D-Man made a real aggressive move down low on the 40 of PC. He ain't going to go nowhere entering that low on turn 3. You got to check up so hard to keep it down there. In my opinion, that's a pointless move to be made.
Great battle for the lead, though. Dukes is hanging on strong there. He does not want to let that go. He knows if he lets that go, it's going to be hard to get back around that 20. That 20's been extremely fast tonight.
He ain't got no friends from behind, though. That 40 is sticking on the bumper of that 20 truck.
Caution. We have a caution.
Oh, wow. That was a heck of a battle by Dukes, though, man, hanging out by himself on the outside.
Oh, absolutely. Good run. Not sure where that caution was at, though.
It's like the Tar Heel is back there was a 22 and a couple others on the back stretch. They might have got collected.
I believe that they give A Dukes the lead there with that caution. Looked like his nose was a little bit out in front of Snag. We got A Dukes listed as the leader right now.
Must have had a little hair on that 20 then, because from our view it looked like the 20 might have had it.
That's what I thought. But looks like we got some more pit strategy being played. Juggernaut and Serving Cone staying out.
Yeah, that's a running thing for that 74 truck tonight. It seemed like he's staying out quite a bit.
Yep. And big lag. Big lag.
Hopefully that didn't mess anybody up.
That 74 has a lot of damage. Leader, ton of damage.
And I think the 13, and that's why he's starting back, he hasn't moved yet.
Hearing a lot of RPM out of that 13, though. I don't know what's going on.
He's pulling her down to the pits. I think he lagged out.
It's interesting.
I don't know, though.
It's curious to see what kind of restart this 74 truck is going to have, because he caught a ton of damage, and he's actually moving to the inside right now. I believe he's going to come to pit road. 74
The
going to relinquish the lead on that. That is that's heartbreaking right there. Making a call to stay out to get the lead, and then that happened, and have to pit as they're coming to green.
Yeah.
Tough break.
I wonder what's going on with that 13. I know we're going green here, fellas, but that 13 didn't look like a lag. He's...
Oh,
He
he's
is
backwards here on pit road.
Yeah, it looks like he's done. He's ghosted and stuff. I couldn't tell you. He's still moving on pit road, but it's weird. I haven't never seen anything like this.
I'm wondering if the Bailey parked his truck there and he's just going to leave it there. That could be a possibility.
If he
The
lags,
74 is off pit road.
Yeah, he'd be stuck there.
Yeah.
As we go back out front, we had my actual pick there of A Dukes lead before that caution, and now we got my dark horse pick of Outlaw out front right now. Definitely a strategy play there on Outlaw. Definitely get the 13 moving again though here. As we have a battle for the lead. Dukes to the lead.
Back out now. So, cool little shot. The car's going to stop and stretch there.
It's like them tires of Outlaw from staying out. Oh, he's in the wall. I believe that's coming back to bite him right here now. We got us a new player. He was stuck a lap down with all those green flag stops we had earlier. But Keystone guy made his way back up to second. He got the free pass on the last caution, and here he is back up into second again.
Yeah, you can look for Keystone to always be stronger than any of these races. I don't think he ever gives up on tweaking his setup during each pit stop, and he'll find something eventually, I'm sure. Something that you definitely need to be doing on the practice side, but you get a race with enough cautions, you can just about bid you to set up any setup you want.
Oh, absolutely.
He's definitely holding on strong.
That is.
You can tell the 21's got a little bit more truck than him, though. He's maintaining about a two truck length gap on him between first and second. As we say that, looks like Snag is sneaking his way back up in third, and now looking low on three.
Looks like 38 trucks coming in, right at the right time, He hasn't been much of a contender, but he's starting to put his nose down there, and I think he's getting ready to take third from Snag.
That's what it's looking like. He's got some help from behind from OPC and Duman.
Looks like OPC in the 40s is going to help that 20. They've been running good together, and so why break that trust? You know what I mean?
That's right. As you see, still though, that 21 is carrying a truck length gap between him and second place. The three truck can't quite suck up to him. Keystone stay.
It looked like the three. It looked like the three laid back there a little bit, trying to get pushed from Snag going into that turn, and it didn't work out going down the back. And now Snag looks like he's saying, "I want to be done." We're three wide.
Big swing by the 21 again. Once again, it's going to shuffle him back though.
He needs a new pair of gloves at the end of this season.
Yeah, he's working them hard today.
For them. Yeah.
Meanwhile, Dukes is saying, "You guys keep racing that way. I'll pull away a little bit more and more each lap."
It was an interesting call by Keystone taking the high lane around the front stretch there. Like he just gave up the lane to the guy behind him. I don't know if he knew that he had a faster truck or something, or just knew that the outside line was going to prevail, so that's where he went.
I'm curious to see how the pit stops will go here if we do, for some reason, stay green. We're looking at about a 10-lap difference from where the fuel is now to the end of the race. So we definitely are going to have one more stop. Are we going to go fuel only? It's going to have to take two tires. It's going to be interesting to see what these guys do at the end of this race, if in fact we do stay green.
I mean, I think you got to go with all 4 tires. I just don't think 2 tires is going to get her done here.
That Dukes is looking strong in that 21 truck tonight.
That was a good pick. Nice for Dark Horse, you know.
Well, that wasn't Dark
he
Horse.
was my main pick for tonight.
Tell you what, that 20 truck is making his way back through that field, though. He fell back to the tail end of that line and already back up top fifth, in 5th place now.
That was your main pick, Nice?
Yes.
Okay.
Already showing
Looks
some
like old
lap
Dukes there. Looks like Dukes had a rough lap there. Either he had a rough lap or them guys were just on it right there because they closed all the way down. That gap he had is completely gone.
I missed the bobble. If he did have a bobble, I was watching the lap traffic out in front of him more than I was his line there.
Yeah, we got the top 6 are under a blanket with a lap truck in front of them.
Gosh,
I know
back
that
up to
lap
top
truck is
3.
not gonna be- that lap truck's not going to be happy either. That's that 74 Juggernaut, and he had all that damage there before this last restart. So, as we have a battle for the lead.
Yeah, it's not good timing with that lap truck there, though. Hopefully, these guys get back in line and able to clear the lap traffic and then fight for it again. As it looks like
Yeah,
this
they
is
go
what they're
back
going to do.
single style.
Snag ain't having none of it. He wants that 2nd place again. Looks like. A little bit of wobbling going around through the front stretch there. I don't know if that's our end or that's what's happening on the track. But
I'm seeing it too as well. So I think it's off there on the track.
They're going to move to the inside of Juggernaut here. And, looks like Snag's going to try to pin that 2nd place machine in behind that lap truck. That was a
I think the
bold
38.
move.
I think the 38's going to get a heck of a run coming out of the corner.
yeah, I'm seeing Snag be really aggressive out here today, man. Like I like it. I like Snag. I root for him. But he's having a hard time keeping it on the bottom when he makes those moves, and that's causing not only him issues, man, but that's pushing the other drivers to make mistakes as well, trying to avoid him, you know.
Well,
Right.
who is that we got making that move for 3rd there? Is that, I think that's the 24 of Will Attack, if I'm mistaken.
Glad seeing him up running up front.
Yeah, we hadn't had a chance to talk about him tonight.
Meanwhile, Dukes has held off every challenge so far. He has a very good truck.
So far, the only one that's posed a real threat would be the 20, and he didn't have no problem on that outside hanging that and stalling that run as well. So, it's definitely going to take 2 or 3 trucks to clear that 21 tonight for that win if they're going to do it.
He just cleared the 38. The 20 had just cleared 38, and he's working on that leader.
Notice how he's diving in hard, but it don't look like he's lifting at all to maintain that lane on the inside. He's letting momentum carry him all the way back to the outside line, and then just carrying it on through, you know. And I'm not sure how...
38 diving down pit road.
Yeah, here comes these stops. I told you we were going to be about 10 laps short. They may cut this in half. You know, they may be coming in taking them 2 tires. Maybe affecting some of these leaders to maybe take fuel only, see if they get these 2 tires. I'm not sure what the call is going to be, but we have that 20 truck is now looking inside of Dukes, and he has cleared him for the lead.
Dukes to pit road.
I wonder if that may have been part of strategy play for Dukes. Didn't want that 20 on his rear bumper. They're trying to get on the pit road.
Well, you would think they would have done it the opposite direction, though. You know, the 21 to the inside and Snag on the outside. That way he didn't have to cut across the track to get there. But nonetheless, clean move to pit road and no trouble, no harm, no foul, you know.
Now these, the 21, the two of Outlaws pitted. These guys are now saying, please, no caution. Let's cycle through this. Caution will be the worst thing.
24 hard into the wall. Oh my God!
7 follows
truck
him.
hard into the wall. Yeah. Ooh, that's not good.
Well, I about jinxed a 21 that quick. Oh boy.
Definitely don't want to get trapped in that down with a truck that fast. I tell you what, that would probably trip a fuse for me. I'd be pretty irate on that one.
Oh yeah.
24 spun the 3 down pit road, or in pit road, and he nosed her right into the pits there. But he got his service and he's out the 3 truck.
I tell you, if I'm that 20, I'm latching onto that car in front of me, and I'm going to ride. I'm going to push him as much as I can, and because we know that OPC Patriot, it's got a good truck. So if the 20 can get to him and just ride, log some laps, run that fuel down, and then pit, he might come out with the lead again.
Yeah, it would not be a bad play.
It's like that fresh tires on that 40 is going to make it hard for the 20 to stay with them completely, but that gap there should be enough to give the 20 some draft, though.
Maybe the 98 just got caught speeding going down pit road. I don't know. He was hard on the brakes. He locked them up. He may have flat spotted them tires. So good thing he's coming in.
I tell you what, though, looking back, that 18 truck of Dooman is reeling in that 20. He's got a good long run truck, it's looking like. He hasn't quite left the screen on gap, and it looks like he's getting closer. So we've got for Dooman to be a factor at the end of this race.
I'm just curious to see what I'm curious to see what the 21 of Dukes is compared to this 20 once they leave pit road, because I would assume that with the 21 pitting when he did, he had to have taken 2 tires. That had to have been his mindset there. Pit a little early, get 2 tires, see if we can use those 2 tires, assuming that the 20 may wait and take fuel only. I know if I was pitting that early, my call would be to take 2 tires right there.
Me personally, if I pit early like that, I'm probably going to have to go with 4 tires just for the sake of how long I'm going to be on the track. You don't want to cook those left sides too long, because they will give up on you, and that'll slow you down tremendously on the long run. And as we say that, the 20 truck is coming to pit road now. D-Man with the lead, staying out behind him. I'm going to stick with the 20. If you will, Sammy, cycle around to the 18 for me and just ride along with him. Make sure we keep an eye on the leader.
Okay, the 18 truck?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Looks like at least a 2 tire stop by the 20 at this point. Possibly
looks like the 41 is going. 41's going under the 18, coming into 1. He's running that high side. I don't know if his tires are giving way or, he's just. But looks like he's running pretty slow right now.
Gotcha. Riding with the 20, it looks like the 38 who pitted a couple laps before him is now ahead of him on the track. So
18 is coming down pit road.
Alrighty.
We have a possible gap distance between that 20 and the 21 right now.
That's where I'm trying to size up. I'm at the 21 on the back stretch. Going down to turn 3. I don't see a white truck in his view. There to say, yeah.
18 is coming off pit road. It looks like he may have took maybe fuel only on that run. So I think that's what the 74 did as well. So, because they pitted together. So, I mean, 18's coming back.
See if you can find the 20 there on your screen there. Sammy, we'll get Yeah.
The 20?
Yes, sir.
All right. I'm on him.
Yeah, where we're at.
Where's he at on the track?
He is right now coming to the start-finish line. Right?
Okay.
All right, that puts the 21
Now.
coming off of turn 2. So at least the gap between the 21 and the 20 is going to be roughly, I'm going to say, 10 seconds.
20 just got into one truck and drove him up the hill, and he went into the fence. Oh boy, he ain't gonna be happy about that. That was kind of uncalled for.
That gave the 20 some damage too, so that's going to hurt him on lap time.
I'm wondering there if the 20 truck took 2 tires. I'm seeing 2 or 4 tires right there. The 21, they have to take the fuel only. That would be the logical explanation there, unless the 20 took 4.
I'm going to ride along with the 20, and I can tell you about how much time he's spending on the throttle.
He's battling right now for 38. In the ball. Oh,
The lag there on our end.
Assuming that Outlaw is in the lead, or on the lead lap, looks like we got about 5 to go here. So these laps have ticked down really quickly.
Looks like the 20
this
definitely
has
took a 4-tire stop. Now let's cycle back around to 21. See what kind of fuel maintenance, throttle control he's having to work. Oh, he's out of gas quite a bit through turn 1 right there.
now the 38 car in third place.
I'm not sure. I'm going to hop over to Discord and find out where our top 3 running is. That way we can at least watch the right guy at the end of the race here.
Yeah.
I think we're having a little bit of a string problem here.
Why? What's going on?
Everything looks like it seems to be lagging a little bit. I'm not sure if it's on Outlaw's part or what, but we'll have to pull through it here.
Okay.
There we go. We're starting to run pretty good now. I mean, I'm going to assume that this 21 is still the leader.
Might check.
This is the lead lap truck coming or not. We got you.
All right, the 21 is the race leader through the pit cycle, leaving Dewman in second and Snag in third. The Dewman made a gain in position here. What's our lap counter looking like now? Are we down to
I
2 to go?
believe we're getting pretty close. Yeah, 2 to go. We had a little string problem there for a second. Everything froze up. We're going again. So I got to get me a counter here. I believe when we come to the line, we're either coming to 2 to go to the white flag. And I'm not sure. Is that Dewman behind the 21 there?
Race is over. 21 got the win. That was the
That
white
is it.
flag, and that's the race.
Yeah, the string lag there kind of got me there. Wasn't quite sure where we were at exactly, but great win there, and that was Dewman coming on him pretty quickly. If that had another lap there to go, it might have got pretty interesting.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for the viewership, man. That could have been a good battle for the win, but worked out a-okay for the Dukes. And Dewman, I'm pretty sure he's pretty ecstatic about a second place finish. So let's see if we can't get these 3 guys up here in the booth with us and get a post-race interview. So pretty good race tonight, it seemed.
Oh yeah, glad to see my pick bring her home first there.
Yeah, it was a good pick by you there, Mike. Like I said, that probably would have been my pick if I had the opportunity, but you took that opportunity and ran with it. Godpower, if you're here in the party with us, man, can you shoot Dukes an invite for me? Snag with the fastest lap of a 31.945. All right, well, we got the top 3 finishers in the party with us now. Looks like waiting on Man, but Snag, you did finish 3rd, correct?
I got 4th, buddy.
Who's 3rd?
Attack. I will attack. Got 3rd.
Okay. Sammy, you mind getting Bill up in here for me? Snag, you can hang tight there.
I sure will. I sure will, man.
Dukes and Snag, make sure you add your audio to the stream for me.
What did you say there, got him? You want me back out?
No, I want you to hang tight, man. That way I can interview you.
Oh, okay.
Man, you got.
I did have fast lap.
You did. Congratulations, Snag.
You make sure you add your audio to the stream for me.
Appreciate it, bud.
All right, guys, we're gonna get things kicking off with the interviews process here. I'm gonna go ahead and start things off with D4C Snag in the 20 truck coming in 4th with the fastest lap of the race. Snag, you looked real aggressive out there tonight, man. You looked like you had a good truck underneath you, and it's like you was going for that win for a while. Looks like that last fuel cycle might have thrown you off a little bit, though, man. You want to tell us a little bit about your race tonight?
Yeah, I had a good truck, man. It was a good piece for sure. Me and Dukes battled it out there for a while. Congrats to him on the win, and I appreciate the clean racing between him. I'm glad a teammate won it. But yeah, I had a real good truck. Couple times I got a little swirly, but it is what it is. And that final pit stop messed me up. I was debating between 2 and 4, so I started just tapping the buttons back and forth and decided to let it do whatever it wanted to do on tires, and it ended up giving me 4. And that was the wrong way to go. If I would have took 2, I think I would have got it, but I didn't know what to do, so.
I got you, buddy.
I'll take a 4th.
I know Dukes had a substantial lead over top of you. Like he had about a good corner length gap between you and him for, I guess, from 1st to 4th at that point. But congrats on coming away 4th, man. Gave us a good showing up here in the booth. We definitely hyped up the battles between you and Dukes and Man, and it was definitely a fun race to watch, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Looks like I Will Attack is not going to make it to the broadcast booth for the post-race interview, so we're going to move on over to Man. Knights, I'm going to hand the torch over to you and let you shoot Man a couple little questions here, man.
All right, Braden, I appreciate it. Man, great race out there tonight. Looked like you had a solid truck out there, and looked like the 21 there played a little strategy at the end of the race, and looked like you were closing down on him pretty quick there. Looked like if you had a few more laps, you might have been able to have something for him there. Overall, go through how you felt with how your race went tonight, and just let us know, bud.
I was pretty good. It felt the truck felt good, after getting their adjustments in and stuff. And yeah, I think he got me on a pit stop. He had probably a lot better pit stop. I think I might have played it a little too safe on the pit entrance. I think it was our first green flag run of the night, anyways, of pit stops. So
yeah, well, I'll tell you what. Yeah, you guys done really well out there tonight. It looks like you started the race really good, had a pretty good green flag run there to begin with, and you had some cautions mixed in, and you guys had that long green flag run at the end. You came up just a little bit short, but second place is not terrible in this kind of field we had tonight. So congratulations on that second place run.
Thank you. Yeah, I can't complain. It's a pretty good race, so thanks.
All right. Well, conclusion of second place finisher. We're going to move on over to Dukes. Congrats again, man, on going away second. It's a solid points day for you going forward, and hopefully we can capitalize next week and get you a win, buddy. Aaron Dukes, you got a copy, buddy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, man, congrats on getting that win done today, dude. You look like you had the truck, the class of the field as far as speed, man, between you and the 20 truck, and like nobody had anything for you though. Every time they tried, it seemed like you hit that outside line perfect and was able to charge back on the straights and run for the money, man. You want to give us a little bit of info on how you felt about the race and may possibly be your last truck race? I'm not mistaken.
I mean, I'm just here so I can find.
I hear you, buddy. Well,
But no, 2 tire stop there at the end seemed to be the right call. I was able to keep about a 2.5 second gap over I Will Attack and Do Man. They started battling out, kind of got an extra 10th on them, but they were closing a little bit there in the closing last. But for the most part, this truck just felt nice. It was a rocket. She ran the high side about as perfect as you could do it, and anytime anybody took a look inside, she was able to hold that line off. Had some great racing there with Do Man, a snag, and there was a good handful of trucks up front that had a good handful of racing. So it was pretty fun out there, and glad it ended under green and had a chance to see strategy play out. And pretty fun.
yeah, man, it was a big turnaround from last week to this week on the truck series for sure, and I think that kind of was allowed everybody to show their hand tonight on how well their truck was handling and how much time they took in practice and everything. So that definitely came away a lot better showing as a group as a whole, and especially by you. You actually made it to the end of the race this week, so that was nice to see. And once again, man, congrats on that win, and hopefully we'll see you on the track again here soon.
Appreciate it.
Just like we got a late bloomer come in on the interview list here of I Will Attack in the 24 truck coming away third. Gonna real quick touch base with him and see how he thought that race was gonna go. And we didn't talk about you a lot today, Will, and that's not intentional. We just didn't see you up front until the end there, man. It's like you a late bloomer. You want to tell us a little bit about how you were able to work your way up the field and come away with a top 3 finish?
Yeah, the race was great. I thought, the racing was not the cleanest at the midway point, and I was, I made it up to 6th, and then kind of just fell off a little bit, or just cautions. We got just messed up in that the green flag pit stops and that caution happening. So we fought hard. We came back. We had a good car. Practiced pretty much every day of the week and following up to this race. So, I thought we put in the right adjustments that we needed to get where we needed to be, and that's what we did. And we didn't have the fastest car, but I thought we had a consistent car. So I think that we'll hopefully get a win sooner or later. But I'm pretty excited for this third place finish. I think that's something I can build on.
I tell you what, man, in motorsports, momentum is everything. So coming away third, maybe help you out a little bit for next week and continue that surge and find yourself in victory lane, buddy. Keep doing what you're doing, and we'll be looking forward to seeing you in these interviews after the race.